So if you're looking at my screen, these are a type of intent and signals when it comes to dark funnel. So this is dark funnel. And if you have a question, what are the type of intent and signals? These are some of the type of intent and signals among many. The first that we typically look into is website visitor. Now we have what we call as the reverse IP tracking technology. All these companies, they provide this kind of technology by which you will be able to identify 40 to 50% of the time the people or the companies visiting your website. That's good, right? Even if you're aware of the companies visiting, the people from those companies visiting your website, and the company will show up because they might be using their company domain to visit your website. And if you're able to trace those company names, that's good. That means those people from those companies are interested. And that's why they have come down to your website, okay, or your app, and they are checking things out. And based on what they are checking, you can figure out their intent. For example, if they are checking out case studies and pricing page, possibly they are customers, right? And like so on. So website visit is the number one intent signal when it comes to dark funnel that we track. The next step, as I said, is job post. If somebody is job posting the job and hiring, you can now track it. In fact, we have built an AI agentic solution called Job Feeder, which does exactly the same thing. That means it will just scrape the entire internet and it will find, according to the job that you need, all the companies that are posting job in real time. So we have that technology in place. We have, in fact, built an AI agent around that. And we are also using it for our customers. Similar companies, right? So if a company has shown interest in your product and service, then now we have the automation solutions by which we can find similar companies based on the demography and the geography and other factors. Now we can do that, right? So there are some data providers which can provide this data as well, right? Very important signals. Industry specific data, right? These are from heavy industry, but it is applicable to any other industry. There are many industry specific data providers, for example, OSHA and EPA and Chemical Safety Board and industry reports. I can go on and on. The idea is that there are certain industries in which there are data aggregators. They provide data about things happening in industry, and if data is relevant to you, you can get those data. They have the API open. You can get those data. You can process that data for your own advantage. Okay. This webinar is not about to go into the specific use cases. Personally, I will create many use cases in the coming days. This is just to explain what dark funnel is. Tech adoption, very important signals. If somebody is using Shopify, if somebody is using Stripe, HubSpot, Salesforce, or any other technology, and if you can find that in real time, that's good, right? Somebody has just taken a HubSpot account. Okay, if you can get that signal in real time, nice. You can find out all the companies who have adopted HubSpot or Salesforce in last 1 month. Good. And if you are a Salesforce partner, service provider, you can reach out to them saying, hey, you know what? You have just taken a Salesforce. We can help you implement it. Pretty straightforward, right? So tech adoption is another very important signal that a lot of companies, B2B companies, they try to measure. They try to always keep an eye on. Fundraising. Okay, if you're who have been acquired, merged, or they have raised funds, and you provide certain services which is applicable to them, HR services and financial services or whatever, which will help them, in the next step. Then that's a very important signal, right? Social message. Okay. Nowadays, we have technology available. That means you can consistently listen on social media. For example, you are selling certain type of burger, and in a certain geography, say in New York or in Washington, and you want to continuously listen to social media as to what people are talking about it, right? Okay, they are liking it, they are disliking it, and you want to continuously listen so that You can, come up with your own strategy when it comes to product development or marketing strategy. So that is now growing very fast. Social listening, and with AI and agentic solution, this has become much more easy. Okay. Search for competitors. If companies are looking for your competitors, then possibly they are looking for your product and services, right? That can be another very important signal. New product launches, right? G2 profile widget, okay, and your own data. For example, companies coming to your website or your app or your customer service ITSM team, they are chatting with your customer service department, with your chatbot. They are interacting with them. That's your own data. Right? But many a times the companies are okay. If certain customer is coming and talking to your customer service team with an intent to buy, and if you can pass that intent quickly to the sales team, then the chances of you closing the deal is much higher, right? So there are so many systems within your company, like CDPs and the CRM and the data warehouses and the web analytics and the product analytics. There are so many systems within your company which has those data, okay, but you are completely in dark about those data. So that can also be fed back into the funnel. And then there is the engagement data, as I spoke about, right? The chat, the ITSM, the email, the ad engagement, and like so. So the idea is, and I can, we can go on and on, but the idea is that you try to listen to as many signals as possible, whatever is relevant to you in real time, so that you can create a strategy to reach out to those companies and people in real time. Okay.